across the South Coast, live from Solent University. You're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 2 o'clock. I'm Matthew Cook, and these are your Solent Sports News headlines. Former Spanish FA President Luis Rubiales is currently on trial accused of sexual assault. The case relates to Rubiales kissing Jenny Hermoso in the 2023 Women's World Cup final, a moment she said tainted one of the happiest days of her life. Rubiales denies these allegations and is set to take the stand in court on the 12th of February. In transfer news, the January window slammed shut last night, with Southampton fans eagerly awaiting to see if their club made any deals. I'm joined by our football reporter Harry McBain. Harry, were there any exciting incomings for the Saints?
Yes, so there was a late arrival at St Mary's yesterday as they brought in Antwerp winger Victor Udo. They confirmed that deal at midnight. The 20-year-old joined the Saints on a 3.5-year deal. Now, back at Antwerp, he made 28 senior appearances for the club since joining them in 2023 from Hype Buzz Academy. Now, he is impressed for their youth side. He scored 12 times in 21 appearances last season, so that's something to look forward to as a Saints fan, a bit of energy along that wing. And once his international clearance is through, he'll link up with the squad, and I'm sure we'll be seeing him in action soon.
And Ivan Juric was also happy to let a few players go, notably there's been a development with Adam Armstrong. Could you tell us any more about that?
Yes, so it's now confirmed Adam Armstrong has moved to West Brom on loan until the end of the season. That has just been announced by the club. Armstrong will be linking up with Tony Mowbray, who obviously he used to work under at Blackburn, so there's a bit of a relationship there. Now, the two clubs were waiting late into the night and actually until now to learn if the deal had actually been completed. The paperwork was going through and there was doubts whether it had been registered in time, but Armstrong, prolific in the Championship, 24 goals for Saints last season, so surely a good signing for them and good to get him off the wage bill at Saints.
Thank you, Harry. Chelsea women's forward Sam Kerr has been appearing in court for trial today after being charged for racially aggravated harassment. Footage of the events showed Kerr and her partner Christy Mewis intoxicated and refusing to pay a clean-up fee after one of the girls was allegedly sick in the car. Audio has now been released of the moment from within police custody.
They wouldn't do that. You should have spoken to the...
Honestly, you guys are stupid and white.
Okay.
I'm looking you in the eyes.
Why are you
I'm
bringing
looking you in the eyes. Like
So,
that's stupid.
A former AFC Tottenham winger remains in a coma after a serious car crash. Jordan Chidozie, currently playing for Bashley Football Club, suffered multiple broken bones and other physical injuries upon impact. A 41-year-old woman has been arrested on suspicion of drink driving. In Formula One, motorsport is looking to return to South Africa. The country is trying to raise $50 million to participate in 2027 and beyond. Sports Minister Gayton McKenzie has emphasised his hope to bring F1 back to South Africa. He said he would have failed in his role if he didn't return the sport to the country for the first time since 1993. And in cricket, England wicketkeeper Jamie Smith is likely to miss the side's one-day clash against India due to injury. Smith, aged 24, has a calf issue which caused him to leave the field during the third T20 last week. It is now unknown whether he will be fit enough for the Champions Trophy game against Australia on the 22nd of February. In golf, Rory McIlroy feels his game is as sharp as it has ever been, with a winning start to his PGA Tour campaign. He secured his 27th PGA Tour title as he pushes on in a hope to regain the world number one spot from current holder Scottie Scheffler.
Scotty is and has been the best player in our game for the last couple of years, and I feel like I've been close but just not quite there. But that's motivating. That's motivating to try to get the best out of myself and try to become the best player in the world again.
In rugby, the Six Nations continues as England take on France at Twickenham on Saturday. They will be without winger Caden Murley as he withdrew from the squad earlier today following a foot injury. He will now be replaced by Saracens player Alex Lazowski. In tennis, Emma Raducanu is facing off in the opening round of the Abu Dhabi Open. She is facing former Wimbledon champion Marketa Vondrousova. The former US Open champion was due to play in the qualifying rounds, but her wildcard spot was upgraded to a direct passage into the main draw. We are now joined by tennis expert Evan Roberts. How is the game going for Raducanu, Evan?
So initially the game was set to start at 1, but the Raducanu match was delayed due to the previous game between Belinda Bencic and Rebecca Sramkova. It was taken to a tie-breaking set. Eventually it was won by Bencic. We're currently in the Raducanu game. She's just won the first set, held her serve. And yeah, having been knocked out of the Australian Open earlier in the year, the first major of the year, she's going to be hoping her fortunes change here in Abu Dhabi.
And would you say that Emma Raducanu is one of the favourites to win the tournament?
I'm not too sure about that. She's currently going through a set of coach changes. She just ended her relationship with previous coach Nick Cavaday, citing health issues really with her numerous injuries, which has sort of held back her promising career.
Thank you, Evan. Two-time Wimbledon champion Petra Kvitova announced she is set to return to tennis following the birth of her son. Kvitova has won 31 WTA singles titles, most recently triumphing in Miami and Berlin in 2023. That's all from us this hour. I'll be back at 3. Remember, you can, of course, keep up to date 24 hours a day on our website, which is solentsportsnews.com. Thank you, and we'll see you then. Goodbye.